It's so nice to have you back to take some videos of the birds around our feeders here and also a few others that are nesting. This is a totally magical May morning. Not too cold. There's no wind, which makes it easier to see birds when they're in the trees. The air is filled with bird song, and my feeders have been very busy recently. So the birds we've been seeing this morning are a mixture of permanent residents and migrants. Blue jays, which are here year-round, and red-bellied woodpecker. So there are, of course, other cavity nesters. Red-bellied woodpeckers are one of the species that over recent decades has really expanded its range north. Goldfinches, the males now bright yellow with black wings, the females more olive. White-breasted nuthatch, cowbirds feeding on the scattered seed. Downy woodpeckers, they go to the suet and to the sunflower seed. We have some wonderful migrants around. Rose-breasted grosbeaks are absolutely spectacular. They actually stay around all summer. The male has this wonderful V of rose on the breast, and the female looks totally different, more like a giant sparrow. But they both have these great big fat beaks, good for cracking open seeds, hence the name Grosbeak. And this past week, I've had as many as 3 males at my feeder at one time. So the hummingbird feeder is up, and I've had a few hummingbirds. The males always arrive first. Not many yet, though. I might only see 1 or 2 a day coming to the feeder. On film this morning, Bryn saw the Yellow-rumped Warbler drinking from the hummingbird feeder. I'll let you in on a little secret. Birders sometimes refer to yellow-rumped warblers as butterbutts. Another exciting bird, the Indigo Bunting. The male is all blue, though blue is not the actual pigment in the feathers. It has to do with how the light reflects off the bird. So for the past 3 days, an Indigo Bunting has been flitting around here and trying out my different feeders. We have been hearing Baltimore Orioles with their loud whistling call in a big maple tree behind me. I could see a female working at the end of a branch, and I thought maybe she was building a nest, but now I'm not so sure about that. And the male was around briefly. Anyway, they're gorgeous. Barn swallows have been twittering and flying up high, and I'm hoping that they will nest in our little barn again. Mostly they nest in my neighbor's big barn, which is wonderful. And I've got robin nesting and a bluebird family. The eggs have hatched in a birdhouse, so I hope they make it safely to fledging and flying off. That won't be for at least another week. So we hear pileated woodpeckers around here. I would say at least once a week a pileated appears somewhere on my property or just nearby. They are our largest woodpeckers, so spectacular. And I would love to find a nest. I do know of where they've nested elsewhere in town, but they're a woodpecker that's become, over the years, more common. And so if you find a pileated nest hole, it will be oblong in shape rather than just round. I'm sure you have seen turkeys all over town, and of course, when the male, the tom turkey, is displaying, it's quite spectacular the way he fans out his tail. The hen turkey would lay her eggs in a nest on the ground. I remember how surprised I was when I first learned that wild turkeys fly up into trees at night. They roost high in trees. Somehow they don't look like they should be able to fly, but they do.